All right, folks, we are here for the SMB3 PointsPalooza 2025 finals between Sakaali and mmondii. I'm Spicy Chicken Spicy Boy, and I'm in here with Budsy RNG for commentary today.
Welcome on in, everybody. Hey, hello, Spicy. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you may be in the world today. Going to be a very exciting match. I have just dropped the flags, so we're going to get started here momentarily. Going to see a really, really good matchup between these two. Both have been absolutely killing it this tournament, and very much looking forward to this. And then we can see we've got some movement on the clocks here, so we're about to get started. Here we go. We're underway.
All right, just a tiny bit of desync that'll get fixed up momentarily. But these runners, you know, you don't get to this point in the tournament without scoring a lot of points. So these guys are going to be racking up the points. If I had to predict it, they're going to be racking up points pretty quickly in these runs.
And I believe Sakaali's got the highest point total in this tournament as far as single race goes. As you can see him, he's manipulating his subpixel for 1-2 to go for this first point that's coming up here, which is early P speed.
Yep. Ooh, and it looks like, unfortunately, mmondii not able to build the arrows he was looking for, whereas Sakaali, you know, manipulating that subpixel, giving himself the best chance to get the P-speed, which he has done.
Yeah, so it looked like mmondii there was on a high subpixel, which means that early P-speed will never work.
And the next point here in the fort is a clip. Now, every time the players get a point for a clip, they get 3 chances. So you'll be seeing them whack themselves into the wall here, and 3 chances to get the point.
Okay, see mmondii at number 1. Sakaali grabbing his Fire Flower early on. And Sakaali gets it first try. Mondi's on his last trip right here. See if he can maybe get it out. Oh, and he's not going to make it.
He's still going for it because
and he still gets it.
It is faster to go that way than to go through the door. So, I mean, it makes sense to maybe go for it 1 or 2 more times.
Yeah, instead of seeing the DLC room with the spikes, I mean, actually, the Boom Boom Fight 1 Fort is DLC in itself, especially in the Warpless format.
Sakaali seeming, you know, making the most of the route here with the Fire Flower grab, since you're not flying up like you normally would. Grabbing the Fire Flower in that fort for the Boom Boom kill and just not needing to get it later is a little bit, you know, kind of optimizes the route for the points tournament here.
Okay, the next point coming up here in 1-6, it's shell to shell. We want to grab this Koopa shell right here. We're going to take it all the way to the end of the level and take out the final Koopa underneath the end card here as Sakaali makes his way over. He gets his P-speed, he goes over, he's going to fly up, he's going to kick the shell, and he's going to get the point.
And we see mmondii doing a little bit of a delay there, giving himself a few extra pixels, a little bit of extra time for the shell to get close enough to throw it. Playing it a little safer, but also getting the point.
There we go. All right. Let's see if we get a throne room jump on Sakaali's side. He does not get this one.
Yeah, no, I'm interested to see. The last race I called, we saw Teeks manipulating 4 throne room jumps, making sure he was never going into a castle from a fort directly to give himself the best chances at throne room jumps. If you come from a fort, some mechanic of the game means you get 1 frame to jump, and if it's not from a fort, you get 2. So we'll see if these players pick up on that pretty innovative strategy that we saw Teeks doing the other day.
Yeah, and as we see at the end of World 1, neither getting the throne room jump, and nice bouncy flower attempt there on Sakaali. Just didn't quite get it. See, it's a cool little trick on the airship in World 1. If you spawn the flower on the same frame the cannon turns, the flower will just bounce up and down. It's actually really cool.
You know, I've been wondering, do you know what happens when it's a mushroom? I've never seen the glitch when you're small Mario. I've been curious what that would look like.
I might actually want to try that now. But you have to time your jump earlier being small Mario as you get a little bit more height to get up to that question block. All right, both fire kills. Nice side on each here. As we enter World 2, score 3-1 in favor of Sakaali. World 2 has 3 points up for grabs. The first coming up in 2-1 momentarily.
Yep, 2-1's got another clip into that purple pipe structure. The players are going to get 3 chances again. This one's to me, and from what I've observed, seems to work a very high percentage of the time. Um, which is strange because there's many similar clips in the game that are much more difficult to get than this one.
Okay, Sakaali now. There's chance number one. Not quite getting through the wall there. You want to click. All right, he was a little late on that jump there. Mondi's going to be right behind him and does not pick up the 2-1 point. Let's see if Mondi can capitalize here. A second attempt. Mondi will grab the 2-1 point.
Makes it through and, yeah, is able to narrow the gap slightly there. He's going to need to pick up a couple points that Sakaali misses here to try to catch back up.
Okay, second point right here in 2-2 is maintaining backwards motion here all the way through the end of the level here. Sakaali looks like he's in pretty good shape.
He got it. As long as you land on that final turtle while facing backwards, you get the point. Ooh, Mondi loses momentum.
Into the moat of tears from Mondi.
Yeah, it's tough. You really need quick jumps off of the platforms there in order to maintain the momentum, because you can't hold right to rebuild any. You're just trying to hold what you've got from sliding down the hill, and it's a tough one. It is a tough point to get.
Okay, so now throughout the rest of the level, the next point won't be until the airship, where they will each try to spawn the green block at the power-up grab there in the World 2 airships. We have a standard warpless race going on right now in between then, as you can see. Sakaali maintaining the lead right now.
Important to note also that having the lead is pretty valuable in this tournament, as winning just the race outright via time is worth 2 points for the winner. So that's a pretty big swing at the end of the race if you're able to defeat Bowser faster than the other player.
All right, Mondi opting to skip the music box going right into 2-3. I believe Sakaali may do the same, depending on what they want to do late game as far as warpless routing is concerned. And we get some nice green rocket action from Mondi as well as Sakaali.
Yeah, given some of the item routing choices, we've seen a lot of people just picking up the music box intentionally in World 2 because people are making some different choices based on points. Well, and there we have Mondi going out of his way to grab the music box. We'll see how he utilizes it later. Probably, to skip some bros. I've seen people grabbing some extra P-Wings. Some people are grabbing Frog Suit. There's a variety of item options for this race that you wouldn't see in a normal Warpless race.
All right, and we see Sakaali go up to 2-4. Now his music box, bro, is right next to that rock where the hidden fire bro is for the warp whistle. So we know he's going to grab the music box here. All right, now if that hammer bro stays by the pyramid, you're going to get a little bit of RNG luck here.
Yeah, you really don't want to be chasing the Hammer Brother around the map before you enter the castle. Unfortunately, that is not a good one. It costs a little bit of time, and almost just as importantly, some damage there. Well, this is interesting now because the boss pattern changes based on how far you move. Plus, he'll be powering up in the airship. I'm confident Sakaali is familiar with his World 2 boss patterns, but this is not going to be the pattern he would prefer.
Yeah, like Spicy said, every factor leading up from entering into the castle and powering up will affect the pattern. And because he's got so many map movements going into the castle here, it's drastically going to change. So we may see either some tuna or run for your life here, or you may get lucky. You may get lucky and might get Hundo pattern. You never know. World 2 is very inconsistent as far as I see. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Now, if that was a movement of 1, I think we're just dealing with a walk off the ledge, possibly a big tuna jump. But if that was a movement of 2, I think it's run for your life, given that he has to grab the fire flower as well. Run for your life is the least favorable pattern that you can get.
And as we see on Sakaali's side, he picks up his first throne room jump. So far, Mondi 0 for 2 on throne rooms. So, and then we'd like to add that there is a bonus point here if you get 5 out of the 7 throne room jumps, you get 1 point, and if you get 2 points if you get all 7. So all 7 is not going to be a factor for either of our runners, but they each have a shot to get the extra bonus point if they get 5 of the 7.
Ooh, Sakaali getting the color glitch on the block. That's worth a point in this airship for the tourney. And
There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, Mondi just jumped a little bit early.
I think he was scared of that bullet bill. That was not a good bullet bill pattern. They can really kind of mess up your chance at getting that. You don't want to take damage either.
That bullet bill looked like it was going to take him out, and probably would have missed the point had he hit him anyway. So a little bit unlucky there. All right, let's see what we got on Sakaali's side here. Oh, yeah, goodbye. That's just.
Oh,
no!
A fire kill, even.
Oh no, Sakaali! Watch out!
Be careful.
Whereas Mondi gets the nice quick hill on Morton right there. It's going to be within a second now, so Mondi able to catch up a lot here on just the fight alone.
Yeah, that bad boss pattern made a real difference in terms of the time catch up, and you know, you hate to see it, but it does allow Mondi to narrow the gap time-wise a little bit.
All right, as we get to World 3, score 5-2 in favor of Sakaali. World 3 also has 4 points up for grabs with 3 different opportunities. We've got the P-Speed Flower in 3-3. We've got Door 3 in 3F1. And, of course, we've got the 4 1-ups worth 2 points on the airship here in World 3 coming up. Nice firstie there from Sakaali there in 3-1. And Mondi just answers him. Let's go.
All right, so Sakaali gonna need to grab a power-up here. Doesn't grab the mushroom. There's a backup. You can keep P-Speed while grabbing that item there, but it is, you know, probably not something he does in a lot of runs. Probably a little out of practice with that backup strat.
Okay, now Mondi able to edge the lead now, so we'll switch the audio over.
Now, there's also in this tournament a deathless point, and for that reason, a runaway bro in World 3 here is extremely bad luck. Because one of the best ways to deal with a runaway bro is to take a death to fix your bridges. Sakaali making me real nervous over here. He's swimming, he's jumping, he's dodging fish, and the fish get him. The fish get him.
Oh no, Sakaali.
This is what you call just one bad thing leading to another.
Ooh, look at that! Did you see Mondi was able to keep the P-Speed right there where I thought he was basically done.
Flips into the side of the block and just grab. That's
amazing.
I've not seen it done that way before.
That was amazing. Okay, let's see. He's gonna go for. Let's see if he gets Door 3 here. Oh,
he misses
it.
Door 3.
Yeah, you only get 1 attempt here at Door 3. All right, Sakaali now in 3-3, gonna go for the P-Speed fire grab here. See if he can pick this point up.
Now, Sakaali actually in a position now with a death where runaway bro would be favorable to him, and the bro is lined up in the runaway location. It would actually be very good for him to have the runaway bro and be able to get through the world cleanly and possibly skip a bro fight at this point.
Yeah, whereas on Mondi's side, his runaway bro. Oh, and they switched too. All right, so we fought the star first, so we have a little bit of a switcheroo. Look where his hammer is right now. Okay, so he's not going to get a runaway, bro. All right, let's see if we can get Door 3 for Sakaali here. He does pick up the 3-3 point, and he'll pick up the Door 3 point.
Not as easy as it looks, folks. That's a 1 frame up input. You only have 1 frame to hit the up button, and Sakaali makes it look easy, but it is not.
Okay, so now, because Sakaali took the death in 3-2, he ideally would want to skip this star row. Because the bridge pattern is going to be... Like, the bridge is going to be down now for... Oh, it's going to be up, then down.
Yeah, so if the bro doesn't go up, Sakaali will be able to skip the bro and regain a little bit of the time. But he needs a down movement, and we'll just have to see.
All right, 3-8 now from Mondi.
Might be a good time to mention this is kind of the first chance to get an upper decker where you get a glitched pipe entry in the top half of that pipe. He does not go for it. Ooh, smart use of the Dom box there by Sakaali, putting the bro to sleep and able to get through. So the
See,
Dom
that's
box
huge.
coming in handy in this race format.
Yeah, that's huge. And he'll pick up that music box again here at the end of World 3, so he'll be able to have it for World 4, and he can go get the 5-1 music box with a P-Wing, and then nice H-jump right there from Mondi. And he's going back to grab his Fire Flower.
Oh yeah, forgot to grab it on the way, but there he goes.
All right, so that'll leave a little bit of an opportunity here for Sakaali to catch up. So there we go. Very nice H-jump.
Clean H-jump, and now, just one screen behind. Let's see, it's a 15-13 on Mondi's side, and we'll see what Sakaali gets.
Now we have a frozen timer on, so 15:23 end car grab. Mondi's
we
got a
do
frozen
have a
timer.
frozen timer, yeah, interesting. Oh, we're seeing some, little distortion in his screen as well. I'm not sure what the issue is.
Okay, we've got somebody in it right now.
All right, now our players are going to be trying to get 4-1 ups. This is a very difficult point, but it is actually 2 points if they can get 4-1 ups. Oh, Mondi trying to get it, trying to hold out, takes damage twice, unable to secure the points. Sakaali also taking damage, but holding out does
And gets
get
it.
2
He'll
points.
get 2 points for that. That is a tough point to get.
Yeah, and I mean, tanking that damage is definitely worth it for a 2-point maneuver. You don't want to take damage, but 2 points is a lot, so you really got to go for it.
Okay, we just have a little bit of a technical issue on Mondi's side, so bear with us for a second. So for now, we'll switch to Sakaali's audio. And they're working on it right now.
But as we can see on Sakaali's side, there is a reason why he has the highest score in the tournament so far. He has only missed 1 of 10 possible points at this stage in the race. He is racking up points with just brutal efficiency here.
Oh no, Wendy decides to scam him right there, but he's able to get out of it.
Although we do know for certain he can't, there is a point for going deathless, and he is not going to get that one, sadly.
Yeah, so far Mondi has that advantage, and as we saw in yesterday's race, that was a big advantage point there for True Hyper Mario, as he was able to snag the victory over Teeks at the very last possible point. Okay, looks like everything is fixed now on Mondi's side.
All right, and we do see Mondi does maintain somewhat of a lead, more or less the cutscene's worth of time of a lead in the race. No Fire Flower, so he's going to be going for the Shell P-Speed strat here. Gets the P-Speed. Ooh.
Yeah, gets tripped up a little bit there. Oh, whams the Koopa and ends up taking damage. All right, gets out of there. And also Sakaali taking the scenic route here on the bottom.
Yeah, and I've seen Sakaali get the upper decker on this level, but you really need P-Speed to be able to clip into that pipe well. But the beginning of World 4 is basically all your best chances to get an upper decker pipe entry. The first 3 levels all have an opportunity for it.
Okay, it looks like neither got the 4-2 point, which is the first frame jump at the start of the level. World 4 also has 3 points up for grabs, so the next one is going to be a 282 clear in 4-4, as well as Bone Crusher in 4F2, which means they have to take out every dry bones on the way to the Boom Boom fight.
Looked like Sakaali was setting up for an upper decker attempt, but a fish ate his ability to jump there. The fish can really body you in that level if things aren't going exactly the way.
Oh, look at this bro scam on Sakaali's side. They just got a switcheroo.
That is absolute garbage, RNG, I'm sorry to say. And since he has already used his Dom box, he's kind of at the mercy of what the bros do here.
As you see, Mondi went to a mushroom house. He picked up a leaf. Looked like he tried to get a damage boost to set up an upper decker, but missing the sledge bro, I think ended up taking it out instead.
Yeah, and I think, wisely
easy.
not necessarily wanting to enter this level small, you can see things can go south in 4-3 pretty rapidly.
Okay, Sakaali now enters 4-4, so now Sakaali will take the lead. We want a 282 pipe clear here, and it looks like he's going hard. No P-Wing or Frog Suit here, and he's looking pretty good right now. He's just gonna hope he doesn't get sniped, and he makes it out of there. We'll get the 4 point.
That's clean. Ooh, and Mondi entering this level small, I am not sure if you can get the 282 because he's not going to be able to get a super swim at the end. He is, he's going to do what he can, but he is not going to be able to get that additional speed. And I don't think he's going to make it to the pipe in time as Small Mario.
Yeah, 279 on the timer. So as you see, Sakaali gets his star and his cloud, bro. He's opted to skip the P-Wing for now.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to take the extra route around, and the P-Wing may well come back in his way. But he's a player who, probably pretty confident in his skills to get through some levels without a P-Wing. Typically, you'd use it in 6-9 or 7-6, and I think Sakaali's normal routing doesn't take this P-Wing anyway, but he's forced to fight it nonetheless.
Yeah, probably going to go for a triple skip here in World 5, because I believe he might go for the P-Wing in 5-1, unless he has to hold on to it. Oh, we have a potential boxless situation on Mondi's side here, and now we get the last point here for both of our runners. Going to take out all the dry bones. Oh, it looked like Mondi was going to go for a killer P-Speed strat right there, but just takes an extra balk on the block.
Yeah, this is fundamentally probably the easiest point of the tournament. Since most players have not been opting to do it too quickly, you just kind of walk through, you jump on the dry bones, go about your day.
All right, let's see. No throne room jump on Sakaali's side. Of course, I didn't see World 3 on either.
No,
no throne room
boxless? Boxless for Mondi, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Mondi got a little bit of Mondi got some really good RNG in World 4, so he'll have a couple of choices to make here in World 5 and see what he wants to do. But yeah, boxless World 4 is definitely huge, especially especially in normal vanilla Warpless racing.
Well, and since he also went out of his way to grab the Dom box in World 2, he also has a possibility for a triple skip here. He can put the Ground Bros to sleep, and if he gets lucky, skip the Hammer Brother in the sky because he's not going to need the music box that it carries.
Oh, we have to disqualify Sakaali for having 70 coins here in World 4, whereas Mondi has the appropriate number of coins here at the World 4 airship. Oh, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to deduct a point on Sakaali's side for that. I'm just kidding. We're really not going to. Got like a C alignment there for both. Look at that. They got the exact same alignment.
Yeah,
did you see that?
I mean, I give that alignment a B-.
Okay. You have a little bit like nicer curve than I do, I guess.
Well, there's something to be said for the effort, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right there.
Ooh, a little airwalk from Mondi there. Fun.
Ooh, let's go. All right, so now in World 5, we have 4 points up for grabs now. We've got, of course, Glitch Pipe in 5 Tower. We've got Early P-Speed in 5-5, Special Star in 5-7, and closing out World 5 for points will be a Roy Fire Kill. 4 opportunities here for both of our runners to rack up some points here.
We've also seen in this tournament, for that glitched pipe entry in the Twisty Tower, Sakaali has been taking damage intentionally to attempt the clip as Small Mario, giving himself a better chance at getting that clipped pipe entry. So you're going to see him, in all likelihood, taking damage on purpose at some point, so that when he's on that second floor of the Twisty, he'll be small when he's trying to clip into the side of the pipe.
Okay, and right there, both runners just eviscerating Iggy. in the Iggy fight right there, and we'll both be entering World 5 shortly. Let's see what kind of rooting these guys do. Now we have Boxless on Mondi's side, and then Sakaali used his World 2 music box in World 3, but saved his music box for World 3 for World 5. Let's see if both opt a triple skip here. Let's see what's going to happen.
Oh, it looks like Sakaali, given his item situation, not going to go for the triple skip. Just going to play through. Probably put the bros on the ground to sleep and head on up to the sky.
Whereas Mondi has a triple skip opportunity going this route since he didn't use his music box in World 4. So standard routing looks like it's going to play out for him if he can gamba and be successful in the top of World 5.
And this also lets Sakaali not need to wall jump in 6-9. He's not going to need to clip in 7-6. He's doing, you know, a very traditional Warpless route where he's not introducing a bunch of jank maneuvers into his route.
Oh, another movement of 3. So we know where Sakaali's music box is. It's hanging out over by, you know, 5-5, 5-7, 5-6 area, kind of in that little rectangle on the lower right corner of the map.
Yep, walking across that mushroom house back and forth. All right, and our runners, you know, making their way to the twisty. Pretty standard Warpless play here for the first several levels. And then it's the second half of World 5 where things really get interesting.
Another movement of 3. All right. It's nap time for the Hammer Bros here. Into the twisty now. Sakaali will be the first one to attempt this point coming up in the second room, which will be right here. And Mondi right behind him. All right, taking damage.
That damage. And then he should, he'll turn around, make sure he's got P-speed.
And he gets a big point. And look at that, Mondi answers it. Gets it also on the first try. Very nice.
And both going with small Mario strats there, really, I mean, you know, it's slower, but points are king in a points tournament. You got to do everything you can to maximize your points.
All right, to the very end right there. Sakaali making it out of twisty. Mondi going to be right behind him and makes it into the pipe with no problem.
Being small does introduce some issues for 5-5 early P-speed. And what I've seen people do is some people have been equipping a star, because typically you'd have Fire Flower there. And you don't want to die in 5-5, obviously. So we'll see how they handle attempting to get the P-speed here.
Yep, so Sakaali got to equip a star here to grab the P-speed. Let's see if he's going to power up here, too. Yeah, grabs the mushroom. We can count that.
Count it. Count it.
Count it. And Mondi also gets it, but missed the mushroom, but he'll still get the point as well. And takes the later mushroom. There we go. Takes his backup mushroom at the end and gets out of there.
This next point is a little interesting. You equip a star, and there's a specific block in the level that has a star that only will have it if you have star power. There it is.
There we go.
Coming out of the box.
And Mondi going to be right behind him here. Looks like he's got a good setup. And able to get it. Trips himself there. Looks like he dropped an input, maybe going for a jump, and then is able to spawn the star. Mondi answering very nicely.
Sakaali just double checking. Does he still have a music box or not? Didn't, you know, want to make sure you have one. You do need one in World 7 to skip a plant level. So.
And look at that. Mondi gets the RNG on his side. Is able to trip skip World 5.
Oh, man, that is big. Then you see him pulling away by a Hammer Brother fight's worth of time here because of it.
Oh, going for the swag, and he gets it. That's Stewie Cartman.
All right, and the next point, of course, is the fire kill on Roy. It's a pretty easily manipulatable fire kill, but it really, again, it's dependent on a lot of things, number of Hammer Brother movements, whether or not you're powering up, the amount of time it takes you to inventory to your cloud all come into play. So you have to do a little bit of counting in your head to figure out exactly what the manipulation's going to be. Ooh.
Get out of the Sakaali! Okay, you know he was going for an upper decker there, because that's another spot we have a slim chance. He just gets a little too far.
I believe that is the final opportunity for an upper decker in the run. So unable to get it, but gets away without taking damage there, luckily.
All right, so we had movement of 2 on Monty's side, movement of 1 on Sakaali, and so far, yeah, Sakaali's got 2 throne room jumps out of the 5.
Yeah, so we'll probably see our players delaying just a little bit before the pipe. I would guess they both know the math on how many rope segments they need to wait to get this to be a favorable pattern.
Ooh, this is interesting right now. If you look at both of their scores and their points right now, both are in coin chip danger here. You had 88. Oh, Sakaali more than Mondi, because Mondi got 88. Mondi got 88. Oh no, actually, then both. Oh no, Sakaali's safe because I can't math. I'm dumb. Yeah, so Mondi definitely has a coin chip opportunity here. You got to be careful.
Is that not 55 and 50 on Sakaali's side? I can't see it that clearly.
It could be. All right, it's 99 and 50 on Sakaali's side.
Oh, that's a 99. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so if that was 40 points, he'd be in a little bit of danger there. All right, fire kill from Mondi successful, as well as for Sakaali.
Yep, players going for some off-screen wand grabs in a couple of these levels, but nobody getting the wall jump they need.
Okay, going into World 6. The score now, Sakaali 15, Mondi 8. World 6 also has 4 points up for grabs. Floor kill, boom boom in 6F1. 389 or greater pipe clear in 6.5. The 293 6.8 end card grab, and the first frame jump in the second room of 6F3.
Oh, and we are looking at Mondi's side here.
Oh, and he coin ships.
There was not much he could do about it. True Hyper mentioning he could have played 6-1 to avoid it, but I don't know what. Maybe that would be faster than the coin chip. I'm not totally sure.
All right, so with that, Sakaali's gonna grab a pretty good lead right here.
And they're going to be trying to get this glitch floor kill on the boom boom here. Normally you'd grab a star and get a quick kill on him, but they're going to try to manipulate the boom boom's movements in just such a way that he dips into the floor and you're able to drop him down into the abyss and he just kind of obliterates himself down there somewhere.
Yeah, going left side setup here, and we'll get it. Look at that Wrangless kill on the coin ship there for Mondi.
Very impressive for what it is. But yeah, that coin ship giving Sakaali a sizable time advantage now. And, he gets the P speed in 6-4, and he's moving along very well.
Okay, Mondi now in 6F1, takes his double damage into the second room here. Gonna go set up the floor kill on Boom Boom. I believe this is the cloud rope for Sakaali, and it is.
It is, and going with the aggressive Hammer Brother Stomp there.
And there we go, score 1 from Mondi.
The players do not want to play the other Hammer Brother in this world. You want to fight 2 of them, and the third one just has a star, so nobody wants to play that.
Oh, no, Sakaali takes damage in 6-5.
Yeah, going to be unable to get to that pipe quick enough to get a point with that damage. He's going to have to do the kind of dev-intended method of taking this turtle up, which is not particularly fast.
All right, so now Mondi has an opportunity here to really close the gap here. Oh, he's going for Korenpaku. This is the strat that Mondi has championed. Let's see if he can get it. It's awfully tight.
It's tight to get the time.
Oh, he's not going to get
Ooh.
it.
He was unable to get a clean tail swipe there. Could not get the time.
And Stewie Starbro for Sakaali. All right, we've got a 50-50 here for... We've got a 50-50 situation for Starbro and Mondi's side here. Oh, and he's able to skip it, so again, you can close the gap here.
Yeah, some wild swings of time here based on a number of things, but the race maintaining a pretty close margin, given all of the strange things that we've seen so far.
All right, next point opportunity coming up right now for Sakaali here in 6-8. We want to get the 293 pipe clear or greater. Looking pretty good right now.
Good P-speed build there. You can just kind of get lagged or something out of a good P-speed build, and you just aren't always able to build it as quickly as you'd like.
And there we go. Count it for Sakaali. Now Mondi's going to be right behind. I'm going to go for a shell strat here. Okay, he builds his P-speed. This one's going to be pretty tight. All right, takes the hit. Oh, he's not going to get the point.
No, he was not able to build P-speed very quickly there. Just, unable to collect it, and Sakaali continuing to rack up points here with a score of 17. Already a pretty good score, and we're just, a little over halfway through the points at this stage.
And then with a nice first try wall jump from Mondi, whereas on Sakaali's side, we're selling Louis Nintendo. Let's see if he gets this point here. Gets the point in 6F3. Let's go. Wow. That's not an easy point to get.
Yeah, that's another one-frame input there. Same timing as door 3. So I suppose if you've really got your door 3 timing down, maybe you're better at that. But, it's a different button. It's a very difficult jump to get.
All right, let's see if Mondi can get it. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, and can Sakaali get the Storm jump? It's a one-framer. He gets it. He needs to get World 7 to get this bonus point.
Well, has he racked up he's racked up 3 throne jumps. I think he may be out of contention.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. All right, so, yeah, because I didn't see World 3, so I think they both missed World 3.
And, I mean, it's one of the hardest points to get in the tournament since you have to execute on it repeatedly to get the point. It's just very difficult to get it that many times.
Okay, end of World 6, 18-9 in favor of Sakaali. World 7 also having 3 points up for grabs. Of course, 3 or less try 7-1 clip, 3 or less try bottom clip in 7-2, and of course, hammer suit snipe on Boom Boom in 7F2. And
Sakaali not getting up into first class, unfortunately, down in the engine room here.
Yeah, down riding with the luggage and the dust and all the lint and the empty wrappers from all the stale peanuts and the crushed cans of flat seltzer water. You really hate to see it. Oh, Mondi looks like he might be joining them there. Oh, he ends up getting into first class at the very last second. Wow.
Can you tell us what they're dining on in first class today, Budsy?
Well, folks, we have a lovely surf and turf here. We've got a 10-ounce fillet with a side, it's your choice, of baked scallops or shrimp scampi with a side of roasted asparagus. We're pairing that with either a 2014 Cabernet or a 2012 Malbec, whichever you may choose. Don't forget, we have amaretto coffee and a creme brulee for dessert.
Oh, sounds delightful.
Mondi getting all the luxuries of first class today. All right, looking at both minute, there's subpixels right here for the infamous 7-1 clip. It's either free or impossible. There's no in between with 7-1. There really isn't.
Yeah, this clip makes or breaks many runs for people. Sakaali going with a rub.
Look at that.
The rub pays off.
Louis rub for first try 7-1 on Sakaali's side. Very nice. We'll count it.
Yeah, he must not have been happy with his sub-pixel manip and opted for the rub, and you can see why, because that worked.
Okay, let's see if Mondi can answer the point here. Double rub. Oh, jumped a little early. All right, come on, give him one more shot. Oh,
Not
Mondi.
getting the point, but he'll still be going for the clip. It is just the fastest way through the level.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
7-2.
Sakaali, yeah, moving on to another clip opportunity. And Mondi finally through the wall. I was, I'm not a mathematician. I lost count there. We got 9. We got 9 counted in chat. That's great.
And Sakaali picking up the 7-2 clip on the 3rd try.
And then the rest, we're going to be entering Item Abuse Island here after level 3. Sakaali just going to be trivializing the middle stages of World 7 using a variety of items, Cloud, P-Wings. And then the final point of this world is actually a 2-parter. You got to get the hammer suit in 7-8, and you've got to keep it all the way through the fort and defeat the Boom Boom in 7-4-2 with it. So, ooh, and we do get the clip from Mondi over there. Well done.
There we go. Count it. All right, Middle Island World 7 here is basically just basically a place to catch your breath unless you clip 7-6, which I don't know what animal would want to do that willingly. But no, it's actually like if you're going for top level rooting, clip 7-6 clip is basically part of that.
It is. Neither player gonna need to do that because Mondi did do the wall jump in 6-9, so he's got the P-Wing still, which, he's got to feel good about that at this point.
Okay, well, Sakaali has sold Louis' Nintendo. Let's see if he sells his house here. All right, he's looking pretty good. I think Louis will not be sleeping on the sidewalk tonight. Let's see. Yeah, he's fine.
And then 7-8, where they're going to be picking up the hammer suit. Sakaali is well versed in this hammer suit grab, so let's see how he does it.
All right, gotta go up with the standard strat here. Damage boost with tail. Grab a star. Oh dear. All right, he's out of there.
A little bit of trouble, but got in there without too much fuss.
It's gonna be really careful here when you don't have P speed coming out of the pipe here. It can get a little dicey. So, all right, there we go. He makes it out of there, no problem. Sometimes those down inputs don't like to register. Okay, let's see on Mondi's side. And Louis is not going to sleep on the sidewalk for both, so let's go.
You love to see it. Oh, Sakaali opting for 7-9. He'll be saving his Cloud for another day. Got the first clip. Got the second clip. Oh, and he is bailing out. I thought he was just going to go for all 4 after those first 2. But a nice double clip route from Sakaali here.
Now, if they would only work at PB attempts, right?
Yeah, that looks easy right there, but, when I'm playing 7-9, it doesn't typically go that way.
Yeah, it's usually like 15-17 infinity, and I time out and just reset.
Yep.
All right, into the fort now for Sakaali. Let's see what Mondi's going to do. Mondi picking up his hammer suit. We've got the hammer swag clear right now. And Mondi is going to opt to Cloud 7-9. Go right to the fort. Alright, scariest part here is the basement. Let's see. And he just gets...
no contact on that hammer.
Yeah, no Kobe, but still gets the point. And Mondi takes the safety star, which I'm a big fan of because it's just nice and cozy. All right, into the basement now for Mondi. Let's see if he can grab this point here. Missing the Kobe, but gets the snipe. Yeah, so 4 throne room jumps.
Yeah, just not quite enough to get him the point, though. Now, interestingly, Sakaali will have a Cloud here in World 8, and because there's a point to be gained in 8-1 and a point to be gained in the fort, the only other real option to use the Cloud is to Cloud 8-2, so I imagine that's what he's going to do.
Which, honestly, in this situation would be pretty good, because A2, no matter how you slice or dice it, is really, really sweaty. A lot of things can go wrong.
Yeah, and I mean, the 7-9 route is probably a safer route, even if it is a little bit slower than what he could be doing. You know, for safety in a race format, just making sure he holds on to that fires or the hammer suit and gets through World 8 cleanly. I think it makes some sense.
And see, we got blue cheese block there over on Sakaali's side. Okay, Monty going to be taking a little bit of the scenic route here. Oh dear, he needs to... All right, I think he was going for the clip there, just for a little swag. I appreciate the effort, though. Got to get a couple style points in there, here and there.
Well, you know, you got to do it for the fans. You got to give the people what they want.
Exactly. All right, no bagler wrench on the side there for Mondi or Sakaali.
Now, I guess we can preview the points in World 8 here. We've still got some time. So one of the points, pretty straightforward. You just have to play 2 of the hand levels without dying. Next point is an 8-1. You cannot use a star, but you want an in-game timer of 289 or better. In the fort of World 8, you got to get a yump off the P-switch in the fort. And then there is a clip to skip the stair climb in Bowser's Castle. So 4 points available in World 8. And we'll see. You know, this has been a race. I think we're going to continue to see Sakaali racking up points. And Mondi, of course, wanting to finish with some pride, finish strong as he can. And, you know, we'll see how the players do.
All right, first point in World 8 is just to play 2 hands. I mean, it doesn't matter if you enter or get pulled in. Even if you get pulled in by all 3 hands, it still counts. You did play at least 2.
But we've got a couple auto scrollers to sit through before that. This is you get a few minutes of auto scroller and cutscene here between the end of World 7 and the beginning of World 8. So not much in terms of speed strats for our runners to do. Get a little bit of D-lag here in Tank 1. But that's really, I mean, the only speed strat to speak of in Tank 1 is just a little bit of D-lag. We'll see if anybody goes for Navy clip. That's a small time save. I don't think we'll see it in this race, but you never know.
Yeah, so the nitty-gritty really starts after the Navy when we get to the hands here. And even though the Air Force is an auto-scroller, it is insanely fast and insanely scary.
It's, you know, I've lost a number of good runs to the Air Force myself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You get 1 wrench to the face, lose your hammer suit or fire flower, and then it's just...
Oh, and one bad jump into the abyss, and it's all...
Oh,
over.
Yes. All right, Sakaali now into the D-lag pit here.
Looking good. You save, I don't know how much you save. It's like at least half a second of lag that you eliminate there, maybe more.
Okay, now Mondi right behind him in the D-lag pit here.
And we'll see which way the bro goes. Sakaali getting backwards, bro, a little bit faster.
Yep. That's the ideal pattern you want from the from Boomerang Bro here at the end of the army with hammer suit. Now with fire, you want the real Wrangless pattern. You just take it out with the 1 shot of a fireball. Pray you get lucky. If it delays and then moves forward, you can take it out without the hammer bro. And look at that, Mondi getting the same pattern as Sakaali. And 166 on the timer. You love to see it. All right, both entering the Boston Harbor cruise right now.
Anybody going to be jumping in the chocolate milk here? Looks like Sakaali is trying to avoid the chocolate milk.
I mean, if you play that hot new category called wet socks, you just dump right into the water here and then just jump right out, and you can count it.
Yeah, keep a lookout, folks, for wet socks percent. It is a pretty fun-looking category, I've got to say.
All Right, phase 3 now of the Navy for Sakaali, just making his way through the cannons. Any boat swag? Let's see. Opposite, get opposite, just jump over the boat swag. We may see Mondi go for a little boat swag here. Coming towards phase 3 here. All right, quick hammer snipe on the boom boom. There we go.
Yep, those quick hammer kills are one of the reasons that taking the hammer suit can be a little bit faster than taking fire into World 8. You just really melt these guys with hammers.
And 99% hand for Sakaali. Oh, almost gets fireballed right there. That was a little tight. And one, definitely the scariest hand with hammer suit.
Yeah, I think for this format, ideally you'd want to skip hand 1, like Mondi just has, and then play hands 2 and 3 for a little bit of a safer journey through the hands.
All right, so we got nice cozy hand 2 there on Mondi's side, as Sakaali just whips right through hand 3. And of course, Mondi will be playing hand 3 right behind him. Let's see if he can maybe get that 2.5 time save right there. No, he doesn't.
All right, Sakaali going to want to just, calm, collected, make your jumps in the Air Force, and don't try anything new. You just really want to get through this level in a calm, collected manner. All right, and our players, jumping confidently. It looks like they've got their spots, and they're just making their way through. My understanding is that the speed of the auto-scroller platforms actually change the way Mario maneuvers a little bit in this level, which ups the difficulty because Mario doesn't handle quite the same as he does in a lot of other levels.
All right, Sakaali making it through to the Air Force, no problem. Gets the snipe on the boom boom, and as we can see, Mondi right behind him here. Gets the distance shot stomp right there. Approaching Scam Wrench right now. Takes it out, no problem. All right, 8-1 point. Starless and 289 minimum on the timer. Let's see if Sakaali can go for it. He snipes. He gets a little bit of a run there, but I don't think that's going to matter. Get your P-speed. Doesn't balk. There we go. He's taking off right there. He's looking in pretty good shape. Looking like a 290 on the in-game timer. Gets the point.
Very clean.
All right, Mondi going to be right behind him here. As we're going to see Sakaali is going to cloud A2 and go right to the fortress here. So far, Mondi looking pretty good. Gets his piece. Oh, no! Ooh. Oh, no, Mondi.
Well, Mondi lost his chance at the point, loses the Deathless point, and is opting to just get through the level in a very safe manner now. You hate to see it, but 8-1 has a way of sneaking up on you. Ooh, making me a little bit nervous there. I missed on Sakaali's side. Did he get the yump?
I also missed it.
I was momentarily distracted by what was happening in 8-1 for Mondi.
I was very heavily fixated on Mondi's screen. Oh, we're gonna... Okay, so no jump, thank you. We just got a confirmation in chat. Oh, we're gonna get the... Let's go. We're gonna get the airwalk here in A2. Let's go. It's one of the silliest looking things ever, but it's great. I love it.
Right. Now Mondi taking damage, getting his P-speed, and getting out of 8-2.
Oh, of course, the sun scam
extra,
right there.
Not much you can do about that. But the sun will get you from time to time like that.
All right, Mondi now going into the fort. Has a shot here to get this point here. The yump on the P-switch pipe. Okay, re-equips, gets his fire flower right here. Into the H door.
This level is the last place to get fire flower, so you do want to grab it here.
All right, let's see if he gets the yump right here. No, it does not.
No yump.
Okay, the last point opportunity in World 8 is the stair clip, or we call it the rando clip, which is at the top of the elevator, and you just skip the stairs altogether.
Yeah, not actually faster than taking the stairs, but, the stairs can be a little touchy sometimes, so you might understand why someone would go for it.
All right, into Bowser's Castle now for Sakaali.
And again, 3 chances to get this clip for the point.
Okay, there's 1. There's 2. And the third try. Third try's a charm. Score 1 for Sakaali right there.
And first try 1-up clip. You love to see it.
All right, into the statue room right now. Building his P-speed here. All right,
Not
into the Bowser room.
Back.
Look at that. Hi, Bowser. Bye, Bowser. Get your GGs out for Sakaali, folks.
What a run. What a run.
And there we have it.
Yeah, so coming in with 26 points, a very strong showing by Sakaali. 26 points is a good score. I can't overstate how strong of a performance we've seen from him over the course of the tournament.
All right, now mmondii now in Bowser's Castle has 3 opportunities here to get this stair clip here. All right, there's 1. There's 2. Come on, give it to him. Oh, come on, game. The Ghost of Karua over on Mondi's side right there. Oh no!
Ooh, you hate to see it. The marinara.
Oh no!
The marinara in Bowser's throne room, the true final boss of this game.
All right, so we're taking a mulligan here on Mondi's side here.
Yeah, now he's gonna have to make his way through the level as Small Mario. He had no power-ups to use. Just gonna try to get through without dying again. Ooh, nice and easy. Easy does it, mmondii. And we're going to see mmondii doing some cuddle strats here with Bowser. Just hiding between his legs and waiting out the fight.
Not to fight. And right now we are joined by Sakaali. Sakaali, GG's and congrats on winning the points tournament of 2025. Welcome on in, man.
Thank you, thank you. Ah, it feels amazing, for sure.
Yeah, very strong score to wrap it up here.
Yeah, more or less like a really good run all the way. World 3 was interesting to say the least, but at least I got all the points, so it doesn't really matter if I take a death.
Yeah, and then at that point. And then it was actually good to know keeping that music box there from World 2 and it's successfully just keeping the bridge closed there. And get your GGs out from mmondii, folks.
All right. Well, we've got the final score, 26-12. An impressive performance, Sakaali. So, I mean, what are your thoughts here as the points tournament winner? You know, what are your takeaways from this tournament?
Well, I mean, this was the first time I did an international points tournament. Of course, we've had those Finnish championships, which I have also taken twice in a row now, but first time in an international one, it was really cool. Really cool to play in this, and so yeah, I'm really happy to be able to secure the win.
Absolutely, and we have mmondii in chat with us now. mmondii, GG's on your second place finish in the points tournament. Obviously, the run and the points did not quite go your way today, but overall, an incredible performance in the tourney, taking second place. Well done. Any thoughts here after this final?
Yeah, first of all, GG's, Sakaali, you definitely the victory belongs to you, and
GG.
today my gameplay wasn't where it needs to be in the finals. I think it's at this level, it's not just about mechanically pressing the buttons and playing well, but it's more about what leads to it, the mental game, and today I didn't have that right, so yeah, the score tells how it went.
All right. Well, you guys, it was a really fun tournament to watch. I was happy to be able to take part of it and able to do some commentary for some matches. I do want to thank SpeedGaming for hosting all of these matches, and with the technical setup, all of the SpeedGaming volunteers and staff members, did a stand-up job here. And this tournament, Sakaali, I think you've cemented yourself as perhaps the premier points player out there, having taken a couple of Finnish titles and now the worldwide title here in 2025. Just, I think, very impressed with it. And I hope we keep doing more points tournaments. This was the first one I was able to participate in, and it was a blast. So thank you, Gungeon Lover, for setting it all up and making sure the event went smoothly, getting people to participate. It has just been a blast, everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for Gungeon for organizing everything. It's really cool to have this tournament back, these international ones as well. I've always liked the format. It's really cool to race in this setting. So like when Warpless is kind of boring category to race on its own, so this makes it really interesting, and yeah, hopefully we will see these in the future as well.
Yeah, also we got to give a shout out to Mondi for the points tracker as well. We'd like to, of course, thank you for that, and thank you for lending your expertise and making a fine program for us to use here. Appreciate that, buddy.
Thanks, and yeah, it's really cool that we have these tournaments, and thanks to Gungeon Lover for everything for this tourney, and everyone who's been hosting these matches and so on. Thanks.
Yeah, also big shout outs and GGs to all the players of the tournament, and hopefully we do it again and we can have you all back, and impressive showing from everybody. Everybody fought hard. Fun tournament to watch, and like I said, hope we can do it again. And of course, thank you, Gungeon, and thank you, SpeedGaming, and as well as all of you out there in chat, watching and cheering on the runners here. So, yeah, we want to do it again. So this is the grand finale of the 2025 PointsPalooza tournament here. So if anybody else has any closing thoughts here before we wrap it up.
I mean, just thank you, everyone. It's been a blast, and hopefully see you next time.
Torille.
Finish top 3.
All right, everybody. All right. Again, I think we can call this tournament. We're gonna call it a broadcast here. So once again, thank you everybody involved. Thank you runners. Thank you commentators. Thank you points trackers. Thank you Gungeon. Thank you SpeedGaming. Thank you to all the viewers and all the chatters out there for the support as well. And again, we hope to do it again soon. And with that, everybody, we all have So as we sign off here, have a great rest of your Sunday or Monday morning, depending on where you are in the world. And we'll catch you later on down the road. All right, everybody. You all take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Take care.
Bye.